Okay, welcome, nice people. We're going to talk today about rebellion. Excuse me. Genetics is a language. What your child, what your coworker, what your family members, what your people are trying to communicate to you with the with this rebellion action. Genetics is a language. They're trying to tell you, hey, there's a huge problem right here. For a billion years, we've been evolving, and we've had children that are very much interested in what mom and dad have to say. We call this protector-provider information, and we refer to rebellion as shunning protector-provider information. A young kitten, there's a kitten running around, you can probably hear it, is going to be extremely attentive while learning how to survive in this world. We've got little chickens outside, and these little chicks come out, and the first day, they're just following mom around saying, hey, how do I eat? How do I drink water? How do I breathe air? How do I anything? And so when we start seeing 1-year-olds that are throwing tantrums saying, hey, I don't want anything to do with you. Terrible twos, children that are literally attacking the parents. I don't want anything to do with you. This guy doesn't know how to eat. He doesn't know how to cook. He doesn't know how to drive a car. He doesn't know how to anything. But he's saying, hey, screw you. I cannot tell you, can't express to you how massive a nuclear bomb explosion this is meant to be for us. We're supposed to say, you guys are going, oh man, you know, the terrible Jews, you know what I'm talking about. We're accepting this as a culture. We're bonding over this as a culture going, well, you know, terrible twos. Guys, there's 341 million zombies nudging each other saying, look, like same as me, same as Joe, same as Betsy, same as everybody else, instead of saying, what? Hey, this is broken. You know, you can still have the kitten, the puppy, the chicken, any animal in your house, and that child is going to dote over mom and dad. What? Look at this Superman. You can do what else? You can do that too? What? Just wanting to walk in your footsteps. We're supposed to be receiving this information. Hey mom, hey dad, something is wrong here. Unfortunately, contrast is the thing that we're missing. Some wealthy people in the 1950s applied a genetic situation to every town in America, and so this happened to everybody at the same time, and so you're not looking at one family where the children are normal and looking at mom and dad like, what? And then have the next house where the kids are saying, hey, screw you. This is hot, don't touch it. And the kid's like, screw you. Thanks for telling me. That's exactly what I'm going to go towards. Nice people. When we don't have enough energy inside of the fence at your house, or wherever you spend time, you spend time at university, that's the habitation being measured. If you spend all your time in a portolet, that's the habitation being measured. If you spend all your time at a church, that's the border which your body is measuring for energies for your species. If we don't have enough if we have an extreme enough situation where we need to get rid of the humans in order not to salt the earth, render the soil in that area incapable of supporting your species, then your child is going to say, hey, screw you, dude. Screw you. A lot of times you're seeing where the parents are feeling the exact same way. Hey, screw you too. I don't like you one bit. Just wait till we get home. Look what you're making me do. There's not a good parent and a bad parent. There isn't a moral parent and an amoral parent. There isn't a Christ-like parent and evil parent. This is all genetics. The church and these idiots that want to profit off of us being stuck in this consumer mode are keeping the wool pulled over our eyes, nice people. This is a genetic situation, and it's easily resolved. Your body is measuring, your kid's body is measuring for the species energy. Your species energy, alive, where you live, where you're breathing air, needs to be a body of water without chemicals in it. It needs to be soil without antibiotics in it, without pesticide in it. It needs to be animals. You don't need 1,000 animals, but you do need a significant. You need weight. You need weight. You know, if you've got a family of 4, how much meat do you need in weight to eat for a week? That should be represented in the amount of meat on the hoof. It can be rabbits, it can be chickens, it can be small animals, but it needs to be weight. You know, 1 cow is probably a year's worth of meat for a family, but a cow kind of needs a lot of room. But rabbits can be kept in hutches and really in moderate spaces, but you need sufficient soil as well. I don't want you to imagine that you're going to be doing this in an apartment or some tiny environment. The food still in the plants and trees is being measured by your child's body. If you don't have enough, your child is trying not to learn. They're trying to avoid learning the protector provider information, how to eat, how to survive, how to thrive, how to make it in this world. You're supposed to be receiving this genetic communication that this child is saying, hey, I'm not interested in how to survive and thrive in this world. Your child is saying, hey, you guys have done this one job, raising pigs, for 5 generations, and instead of at 5 years old saying, hey, how do I pitch in? I want to be cool too. You guys are this awesome unit. You're all getting this done. How do I participate? How do I contribute to the family trait? If your child is instead saying, hey, screw you, I don't want anything to do with the livelihood of this family, the survival of this family, learning how to do this trade that you guys have perfected, learning information over the last 5 generations, that's supposed to be received as a gigantic warning. A nuclear bomb of communication, urgency. Hey guys, the problem is right here. The problems aren't difficult to solve, people. You're going to spend thousands of hours, thousands of dollars. You're going to put your kid on meth, ADHD drugs, prescription methamphetamine to try to get them to pay a little bit of attention, when all you needed to do was properly heal this child by putting enough human energies where this child is spending time. Amazing people. Once you've got this level in the house, now you're responsible for where the child is spending time. You need to go to the school and audit, hey, how much human energy do you have here versus how many of the species, how many students and teachers, how many humans do you have on site? What's the ratio? My child is measuring energies, not just in the home. My child is spending 8 hours a day in this school. What's the energy ratio? What's the energy situation in this building? Are these teachers zombies or are they alive? Take a look at their features. Take a look at the genetic expression. Genetics is a language. You can look at any human and take a pretty good guess at what's going on in that household as far as energy. There's no such thing as psychology, guys. There's no such thing as psychology. When we see a child acting out, that child is expressing, hey, we've got a massive problem. And if you go, well, the grandpa drank and the dad drank, and so we got the, come on guys, we gotta take a leap. The church wants you imagining this complex thing and looking for outside answers. This is a closed system. We had this one-on-one, first-person relationship to God, to our ancestors, to nature, which are all one thing, right here for 1,000,000 years. Then in the 1950s, we separated ourselves. We made little tract homes in every city in America and said it's patriotic to buy one of these. It's not patriotic. You hate America if you don't buy one of these tract homes where it's illegal to grow anything taller than 4 inches, and certainly no livestock. That's only. That's our consumers as well. They murdered us in that moment. What's our relationship now? We're praying to outside wish genies in the sky. We're praying to outside wish genies in the pharmaceuticals. If something does work, in a couple of years, we're going to be priced out of being able to use it unless you're part of the top 5% earners in America. The little peanut allergy shot, or bee allergy shot, used to be $20. That thing's $600 now, people. Why? Because we need it. Because they can. That's it. But we're now finding out that the reason the child has a peanut allergy is because they told us to isolate the child from peanuts. Had the child been exposed to peanuts in the first 3 years, they would not have allergies. That's the time when we build our tolerances. And so they caused this allergy and then are selling us the cure for $600. $600. That's not a one-off. That even if you don't use it, that thing expires and you just got to pay $600. $600. $600 for the rest of your life. And obviously that number's just going to double. $1,200 for a single dose of something that they caused your child to need. That's not going to stop, people. We had a first-person relationship to our own genetic solutions. When something went wrong, we didn't look outside of the house. We didn't look in the church. We didn't look in the sky. We didn't hit the ground. We looked here. He said, hey, what's the problem here? This third person, my solutions to my life are coming from some other person, and what I do is I pay $1,000 an hour to go and tell some guy, hey, not really, my job is bad, I don't earn enough money, so I don't have enough food for my family, and so I'm going to give you $1,000 so that I have less money to buy food for my family instead of planting food at your house. We plant food at our house 6 weeks from now. We have unlimited free food that has seeds inside of it to grow unlimited free food. We get 2 rabbits at the house. In 3 months, we're going to be going, hey, we need less rabbits here. You put 2 fish in a tank, 2 tilapia in a tank out back, pretty soon you'll be going, hey, we got to get some of these fish out of here. They've made too many fish. This tank is overfilled. The filter is going to be clogging up extremely quickly. You're going to be cleaning it twice a day and going, geez Louise, I got to eat some of this fish. It's the exact opposite problem easily. You're not going to grow the fish. You're not going to stretch them out. You're not going to reproduce the fish. I watched a video on a guy manually procreating tilapia. I was just like, what? How disconnected have you people become? You don't need to help fish have sex. What? You just put them in the tank and they do all that stuff. I put a little fake Christmas tree in there so that they've got a little place to put the eggs. Short of that, you don't even need to add like a pheromone or something like that. It's life on Earth. They share the exact same DNA as you. If you put you in a space with an attractive whatever, the opposite sex, we don't need to manually, we don't need to whisper, hey, here's what you, that's just gonna go down, guys. I promise you, you're not helping rabbits. I promise you, you're not going to be helping rabbits do anything. That's going to happen with the quickness. Chickens, eggs the first day. Eggs the first day and every day after that. And meat, if you don't mind, cleaning up a chicken. You got meat, but you can go any way you want to go with that. Eggs are super easy. Endless, guys. This is automated stuff, and now your child's body is measuring and saying, hey, there's plenty. We can go ahead and we got the right to life. We got the right to procreate. Hey, Ma, how do we get good at this life? Done. You might go out into the country right now and see kids that are paying attention to these people, their parents, because they got this. Or you might go to like an American farm where they're growing soybeans to send to another country, and they're living a very much American lifestyle, eating preserved foods and stuff like that, and don't actually have any connection. And you're going to see the exact same situation. It's proximity, but you have to have a relationship. This is a life cycle. The feces coming out of this guy carry 10 billion necessary helpers every time he goes to the restroom. 10 billion of the microorganisms doing all the jobs inside of this human come out of it. If those things go into the soil, the sugar, these guys are turning sunlight into sugar that they don't need. They're putting the sugar into the soil. The microorganisms meet the soil, they procreate. We got 10 billion turning into 10 trillion. Now we're seeing extreme soil health because the microorganisms are doing beneficial jobs inside of you, then inside of the soil. Now this guy takes the water up with the microorganisms. Now the microorganism wealth is inside of the tree, doing the same beneficial jobs inside of you, the soil, and the tree. The bark of the tree has a microbiome. The leaves of the tree have a microbiome. The fruit of the tree has a microbiome. The seed of the tree has a microbiome. Every single bit of this interaction, you're gaining billions of microorganisms back. Your child's body is saying, hey, we got loads. We got meat, we've got carbohydrates, we got soil, we've got healthy water, we've got microorganisms going in a circle, never-ending microorganisms. We can go. We can make more people here. And now your child is going to say, what? My mom can do that? There's no way. Teach me. Teach me. I want to learn how to be awesome at life. Like you are, Ma. We're seeing this carried out in every single part of your life. When you're seeing these divisions between you and your kids, between you and your coworkers, between you and the other people at the church, whatever it is, the guy at the 7-Eleven, I don't know. It's all the exact same thing. The idea is an escalation, 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 and either you guys finally get the picture, hey, this kid's literally going to murder himself. My child is trying so hard to communicate with me that there's a problem that we can fix immediately, that he's willing to murder himself to demonstrate this, or your child is going to push you or themselves or a classmate to a murder-suicide. That's the point, guys. It's either, it used to just be, hey, I'm going to act out, or I'm going to be a girl that develops a boy's body, so that my parents go, hey, what's going on here? All the other girls are developing girls' bodies. What's going on at my house? Why is there something wrong at my house? You got a first-person relationship to our stuff. We're going to take a look around and go, oh man, we haven't paid any attention to this garden. We don't have enough food growing at this house. We got to get that going up here. We don't have health here. We don't have health. We're eating crap from the store instead of eating actual, this species, food, energy. They would correct the problem, and now the girl's body would talk, would communicate with the parent by changing and expressing femininity. Or it's an escalation, an escalation, an escalation, until you're ready to wring this kid's neck. Look what you made me do. That's incorrect. Look what you made them do. I understand, generations before us have dropped the ball. You didn't have the information to care for this child's life cycle. Now you do. Let's pick that ball back up, amazing people. All we have to do is get rid of the preserved foods. Every preserved food has antibiotic. You cannot put that inside of you. It instantly kills the microorganisms inside of you that are making happiness and motivation and contentment. Methamphetamine is not happiness. It's not motivation. It sure the heck isn't contentment if it makes your child shut up because they're smacked off of their Pampers. That's disgusting. putting meth in your kid versus putting human happiness, serotonin in your kid. GLP-1, natural, free, GLP-1 that makes you eat food and then feel content. Doesn't make you get skinny by some like meth, where you're just shedding all of your weight because your body's running at 1,000%. It just lets you feel content. But guess what? The reason everybody got fat without GLP-1s is because you were manufacturing GLP-1s for millions of years. Those businesses had you disconnect from this, and so they've stopped going to the microorganisms that eat protein and poop GLP-1s, stopped going in a circle. All of your poop is going into this water treatment plant to be murdered. Beautiful people. This is a very beautiful process, and it was difficult to do this. In the 1940s, we had victory gardens. The White House had a victory garden. Roosevelt had a victory garden and said, hey guys, this is what's patriotic. We're fighting a war. We don't have enough food, but food is free. You just grow a victory garden. Let's win the war together by growing food at the house. Then in the 1950s, they said, hey, that food's at the grocery store. Why would you do that? Go to work. Stop doing this. Eat that preserved food. And that's the moment we died. Well, we're Appalachians. We didn't die. That's the moment y'all died. We still have plants and animals. But we're here to help you. There's no judgment. There is no separation between us and you guys. We're here to hook you back up. All we have to do. Stop going to those. You can believe anything you want to, guys. If your family has been Catholic for 20 generations since they were in another country, that's breathtaking. That's breathtaking. That's a cult that's damaging you, but you can believe in anybody you want to. You can worship anybody you want to, as long as you do this, and then be careful of going into that church. That church is a building. A building is a habitation that has zero species energies. So while you're in that building, your body is saying, hey, we got to start murdering some of these people. We got to reduce this herd. I'm going to eat some sugar. Let's have a potluck. I want preserved crap foods from a dead-ass grocery store that have antibiotics straight up in there. Give me as much as I can eat. I want to feel Thanksgiving full. I want to gain 2 pounds of just pure glucose on my body today to get me that much closer to that grave as a philanthropy. To the rest of you, I'm going to give my life by eating carbohydrates and preservatives, chemicals and carbs, so that I get in the soil. My body's going to repair that soil. It's a beautiful thing. If it were necessary, if you're just going into a building where we keep having creatures turn asexual consistently, that creature's body is using genetics to talk to you. Hey, there's something wrong inside of this church. The church is genetically causing this person to become asexual and think that a child is a sexual thing. There's why. Either stop going to that building, or go talk to that preacher and tell him, hey dude, what are you doing? You can't live in a box, a concrete box, that doesn't have human energies inside of it. If you do, your body's going to tell you that you're attracted to kids, or you're attracted to the same sex, or you're attracted to multiple partners to spread disease. This stuff isn't complicated, guys. Genetics is a language. All we have to do is listen to it. It's telling us what the problem is. It's telling us what the solution is. It's communicating everything to you all day, every day. We just have to open our eyes and ears again and look. When you're looking around at every single girl, it's either 300 pounds or no lips, no butt, man eyes, man hands, man height, and a male personality. You've got two people that are trying to genetically express masculinity in a relationship, saying, hey, I'm the boss, no, I'm the boss. Where in a normal human relationship, there's no boss. There's no boss necessary. There's nobody fighting for who's the boss. Quite frankly, in nature, the male kind of doesn't look like the boss of anything. The female is in need a lot of the time, and so she is saying, hey, these are the things I'm needing. And the male is going out and getting the things. He's working for her. Masculinity doesn't mean fighting to be the boss until we turn into zombies. Now we got two people saying, screw you, we're going to do things my way. Both of those people are genetically expressing both the problem and the beautiful answer. Amazing people. And we can just read this as we did for millions of years. We would change things. We probably had some dumb hypotheses, plural hypothesis. If we were lacking, if we were slacking, and all of a sudden our daughter is expressing masculinity genetically, she's rebelling, she's not wanting to listen to us, trying to express these things genetically, we might go, oh crap, I'm slipping here, I'm slacking, let me go see what the neighbors are doing. Which neighbor has the daughter with the most feminine body? Just everything, femininity, top to bottom, massive female nipples, hard 24 hours a day, beautiful female butt bouncing around when she walks, timid, short, everything. It's all the, let's go to that house and see. Now maybe that house has carrots and rabbits. Carrots and rabbits, tons of carrots and rabbits. We might go, hey man, the most important thing is carrots and rabbits. And we might grow a bunch of carrots and rabbits and then tell everybody, write it down so that our family knows for generations. The trick to femininity would be, you gotta have carrots, you gotta grow carrots in the dirt, and you gotta grow a bunch of rabbits. When of course, the body is measuring for vegetables, it's measuring for protein, but the specific protein in the specific vegetable probably doesn't matter at all. So they could have grown anything. They just let the numbers slide, right? Nice people. They just let the numbers slide. They could have grown anything in the world. But if you cure your daughter, she's expressing masculinity and rebellion. Hey, I don't want to hear your protective provider garbage. And then all of a sudden your daughter's body flip-flops and is expressing beautiful femininity and suddenly wanting to help you with the garden to learn how to care for carrots and rabbits. You're going to go, hey, this is the magic. Don't forget, whatever you do, let's draw some carrots and some rabbits on the family emblem, so going forward everybody knows, hey, you need those carrots and rabbits, right? Guys, that's what I've got. care for this cycle, listen to your children's genetic communication. They're speaking to you. Don't put them on meth. They're speaking to you. Stop looking to other. You can do that. You can believe in any God you want to as well, but I need you to look at your kid and have a one-on-one relationship with your kid that is nature and yourself. We're causing these things, and it's not the collapse of society, the collapse of the human gene. Every other animal has been alive the same amount of time as we have, evolved from the exact same thing we did, and have no problems whatsoever. We got one species that separated themselves from nature, and now we have 1,000-pound humans, and we're going, man, we got to manufacture these GLP-1s. For whom? Not for elephants? For some reason, every other species on Earth doesn't need $1,000 worth of pills every month? Just us? That's stupid, guys. Take down that wall. Jump back in this life cycle. Get off them preserved foods. And now diagnose yourself. You're going to see your child come back to you. You're going to see their genetic expression become healthy again. One sex again. And then if it breaks again, don't go looking in the sky. Don't go looking at the big farm. Remember, this isn't one of those scammy culty things where you pay attention to this for a short time. This was the plan for 1 billion years. And it worked. We just returned to it. Peace.